Let's go, right? Man in demand. What's the latest development on him?
Yeah, this one looks like it is developing. Something's going to have to come to a head sooner rather than later with this one, you would think. Manchester United now expected to make a formal offer to RB Leipzig for their striker, Benjamin Sesko. They have been in talks, as we have been reporting on Sky Sports News, over what they would be prepared to pay for Benjamin Sesko. Remember, Newcastle United, they're in ongoing talks with RB Leipzig over the structure of their deal, because they've already made an offer. They were the ones who made the first move. That deal was worth around £69.8 million all in, including performance-related add-ons. It should be said from the player's perspective, he hasn't made a decision yet. He's open to both projects, but one source, and I should reiterate this, only one source has told Sky Sports News that he's leaning towards Manchester United. That is if they can agree a deal, because it will all be a moot point if there's no agreement with either club, or if there's only agreement with one club, then RB Leipzig will clearly deal with that club. One of their current strikers, who during the US tour started a couple of games, was on the bench the other night, Rasmus Højlund.
And after that game against Bournemouth, he spoke to the media. He went out of his way to speak to the media in the mix zone, Rasmus Højlund, after scoring against Bournemouth, and he said he wants to stay and fight for his place. Ruben Amorim, speaking ahead of that match, said they can sign Benjamin Sesko without making sales, but then they'd need to make sales after bringing him into the football club. So for Rasmus Højlund, let's bear in mind he's had 2 difficult years at United. United aren't in Europe next season. There can be very limited options if they sign another number 9, 2 number 9s. There's not £72 million. It'll be a disappointment for the club as well, because they're likely to make a loss on him. He signed a 5-year contract after that £72 million deal was signed with Atlanta. It means his book value is currently around £43 million. It's been reported elsewhere United would look for at least £30 million to sign him. So it looks like if they're to let him go, it would come at a loss.
One thing I would say quickly, Mike, on Rasmus Højlund is, in defence of him, in one way, when he joined the club, he was slightly injured. He didn't have a pre-season in his first season when he joined. I think his debut was against Arsenal. He came off the bench at the Emirates and he looked pretty dangerous. His second season, he was actually looking really, really sharp in pre-season until he picked up.
Man United boss confirms Alejandro Garnacho's exit. Chelsea in advanced talks to land 22-year-old playmaker. The Argentina international had a good 2024-25 campaign with the Red Devils, contributing towards 21 goals across all competitions. However, he is still expected to pursue a new challenge. He does not feature in the starting plans of Amorim following a public fallout. Amorim has now acknowledged that Garnacho will be parting ways with the club soon, he told BBC Sport. Garnacho is a really talented boy. But sometimes things don't work out. You cannot explain specifically what it is. It's clear he wants a different thing with a different leadership. Garnacho has already agreed on personal terms with Chelsea, and the Blues are expected to make a formal approach in the coming weeks. Their current priority is on signing Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. Once that is done, they are likely to focus on a deal for Garnacho.